I hear the African woman belittling my speech, belittling my ability to have a man, saying that no man wants me, and how much she doesn't identify with me as a woman, even though we both have dark skin, because as black women in America, our black men in America are viewed as just failure. We black women and black men don't have a culture, but she does. We don't speak proper English, but she does. Asian men don't want us. We chasing Asian men. We can't get an Asian man, but she can. She says I have a best friend that is a black woman from America, but at the same time, black women aren't shit in her eyes. She is surprised and doesn't understand why her black female friend is offended by her opinions, but we shouldn't be, because she spews the truth. She apologizes for what she says, but then turns around and comes behind it with videos to portray and validate what she stated at first. She is the original, can't be duplicated epitome of Africa, the real deal and the undisputed from the land that we are supposedly descended from. But we are only carbon copies, with defects as fake as the hair that we buy, purchase, sell, make, and wear. African woman, I hear that you are better than me, more educated than me, more wanted than me. However, you feel the need to throw your opinionated ignorance of what you believe most black Americans are, based on your lack of communication thereof with black Americans, even though you stated you have a black female friend. Based on your lack of exposure to the black community in America, based on the flicker of the dial on your radio and your television screen, of which the media only finds interesting and worth broadcasting at will, based on your existence and exposure to living and growing up in an all-white neighborhood. Yet you fail to realize, with all of your Pacific knowledge, your etiquette, your beauty, your eloquence, your skin, your upbringing, your culture, of which you only have, that you were viewed as the only black person on your block. You fail to realize that you are viewed as one of those nagging, loudmouth, ignorant, uneducated failures, not going anywhere, and no man having black bitch of a woman in your community. Did I generalize much? Regardless of your efforts to try and separate yourself, to force upon the eyes of others and gain the support of the black man to validate who you are, him cheering you on, agreeing with your generalizing words of black Americans as a failure, because at the end of the day, all they, them, I, and even you see is us. The term Akata resonates in my mind, much like the derogatory term that was and still is used to taunt and humiliate me today. Why do you mock us? Why do you pitch hatred towards us? Why do you despise us so? What have we done to you other than identify with you, recognize you, see you as one in the same? I, you, me, they, us, we. Is it the mixture of another race in our bloodline? Is it the freedom and the opportunities that we were supposedly gained? If so, why do you leave your country to come to the land and live around the very people that you despise so? I think to myself, why does the African woman hate me so? I think to myself, why does the African man hate me so? And even then, why does the black man hate me so? Is it the dip in my back, the pucker of my lips, or could it be the curves of my hips? Why do you dislike me? African woman, you state that you know you are a black or African American person because you or she is in this, you are in this country. But you do not immediately identify with us because we have the same skin color. You state that your issue with us black Americans is that just because you have dark skin does not mean you identify with us. You state that you don't understand or accept our culture because we don't have one. I will close in saying that I am sensitive to your vomit. I regurgitate from the sight, the smell, the sound coming from your esophagus. To know that a person that has the same is viewed the same and looked upon in the same, supposedly descended from the same blood and skin that embodies us in the same, could hate us so much.